bag of chips. When it comes down to it, I can't resist. Ross and Rachel turn the tables and kiss me like we're more than friends. Take a break, then do it over again. Yeah, I know that I'm not your type, but I can't let it go. I don't even want to try, 'cause all day I dream about sex with you. All night I think about texting you. Go tell my shrink I'm obsessed with you. Yeah. All day I dream about sex with you. Wish I was sleeping right next to you. Why can't you see no one else would do? After hours on the
recorded live in the Man Studios for Thursday, May 1st, 2025. You've entered Generation Evolution. I'm Blake. Remember myself. I'll explain why in a minute. First of all, we're opening up with the Somerset Adidas. I heard the song on TikTok and I really enjoyed it. You know, a friend here that I hear some of the TikTok and I put it on the show. This is one of those songs, so it's a really fun song. I think it's a great way to open up today's show. All right. Well, like I said, I am here by myself. Let me explain what's going on today. Originally, I was going to have the guys do the show without me. I'm taking the week off for a medical procedure I'm having done tomorrow on Friday. Very minor, but I have to do prep. So I need to take the night off to do prep. Originally, I said I was going to have the guys do it, but I had an idea. And this is going to help us later on in the year for some days we need off for various reasons. We're going to explain down the road. But what I'm going to do from now on this podcast, we'll do a quarterly review episode where I sit down and I throw to a top 10 list of the top 10 moments of the last 4 months. So this is from the first episode in January all the way to now. 4 months of stuff. Not everything's true, obviously. But just so you're aware, as you're listening to the show or watching the show, it's not just clips. We have full segments going on here. So I'm just going to throw it to there because it's going to be a long show, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy this format. And I'll come back and close this out right after this. So to you were in the building. Before we even talk about the chambers and everything else, I need to know, what was the atmosphere like for the heel turn?
I was about to ask that too.
When the heel turn happened?
Yeah, atmosphere.
It was pure, absolute electricity. I mean, some people like to say for WrestleMania or whatever stadium events, they say, well, the volume kind of travels up and you can't really hear it as much on the cameras. And no, not when this happened. Everybody was screaming their asses off. It was surreal. Because you felt like a crackling of electricity in the air, too, when they embraced and hugged. Because they just felt something was about to happen, and then the moment Rock just started to put the fingers up to his neck, they also, and then they kicked to the junk, and the crowd just blew the top off the Sky Dome. It was surreal.
His little roads.
Yeah, that moment we were screaming. We were literally screaming, watching it. Like we were going nuts at home.
I was recording it. I was in shock and horror filming it. I just knew whatever's about to happen, I gotta capture this.
Okay, Christian, yeah.
What were your thoughts on the F word?
Out of nowhere.
That was the second biggest pop of the night, actually.
That was amazing to hear on live television. By the way, I don't even know. Do you guys realize that went over uncensored to us? That went uncensored to us. That was a cool moment.
Yeah.
Great
moment. I rewatched the whole thing when I got home, and yeah, sure enough, it's still uncensored. Peacock had at least, a little bit less than 24 hours to censor that. I still didn't.
Oh, WWE didn't even censor on their social media. It went up clean as day on their social media. I was stunned.
Is it still uncensored?
Yes. I started on social media recently. It's still up uncensored. I was stunned.
What about on Peacock?
I don't know. I just know on WWE social media, which is the bigger deal than I might have than the Peacock. The fact that it's still a very big deal.
My only question for this whole thing is someone going to get chastised for not putting their hand on the buzzer?
I think that was on purpose. I honestly think that was on purpose.
I was going to say, they buzzed the hell out of The Rock on SmackDown last Friday. They could have done it last Saturday.
On the button for Rock.
The same thing happened at NXT that one time. Well, the NXT is also on the CW. It's different. It was also different over on the CW than on USA Network.
I swear, when The Rock cuts a promo, they just have to have the most trigger-ready person on that button for when The Rock says every other word that's a curse word. They're like,
But you know, the last CM Punk curse on Netflix on Monday. So like,
that's also on Netflix.
That was pretty cool too. But that was anybody curse. That was a big deal. It was a big deal on Monday night. So anyway, I actually almost went to the first chamber back in 2002. I almost went to the first chamber. I ended up not going. What's it like being in the building for chamber matches? Because the atmosphere is going to be weird. It's hard. I've been to steel cage matches, but I've never been to something this big. So what's it like?
Yeah, I never. It's got to be the biggest event I've ever been to. I've never been to any WrestleManias, any Rumbles, any SummerSlams. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest one that I've been to. And man, stadium shows are crazy because you walk in and you realize right out of the gate there's no giant Titantron. You know, I had to look hard to see like where exactly I am sitting and juxtaposed to the camera, and I had to look and like, oh, that's the entry ramp or entry walkway. Wow, that's pretty small. I couldn't even see the screen that they come out of. You know, that you can tell they go up the stairs and then they go through the entryway, and I'm not seeing them until like just when they walk past the entryway, and I can finally see them. So yeah, it's definitely a whole unique endeavor for me compared to being the Raws and SmackDowns and some classic pay-per-views that came through Buffalo where they had a giant screen or a giant castle when Jeff Hardy won the world title. That's pretty wild. The chamber itself, being able to I was way high up, by the way. Like I was high-fiving God up top. Like it was when you start walking up to where I was, it started getting darker and darker and darker. But you can see the chamber pretty decent with everybody in it until they get to the other side of where you are, and then you're just looking at the screen. Like you're just looking up at the screen.
I mean, it is the other side of the arena, so.
So my thing is this, because usually they have a camera on top where it goes on a cable. I think this year they got it where they had in each individual cylinder. They had a camera up on top of there, so you can look below and see what was in everyone's cylinder or container.
I gotta love the elimination chamber with the cylinders.
I know it's called pods. They're called pods.
I gotta love that match. Like I never knew they were called fucking cylinders. This is not the goddamn Shark Tank again. We're not doing this bit again.
We're not doing that.
They're
when you say pods, my thing goes to the commercial with the moving company and the pods.
But I think of the pods from the eliminated chamber. By the way, I at home it was weird. Because I'm used to the old chamber matches where like the lights flash on the screen and they show who's going to go next. They didn't do that at this one. It was weird.
Right.
They kind of did.
It wasn't as bright or as crazy.
Yeah, it was hard for me to see exactly whose chamber, like from where I was sitting. I couldn't tell whose chamber was lit up. The lights on their pod frames or whatever the hell, like they weren't bright enough for me to notice up there. So I'd always keep looking up at the screen and see what the camera's pointing at. Like, oh, okay, he's next. All right. And by the way, there's so much empty floor space on the other side of that camera. Like maybe 3/4 of the floor had people in it, but there was a giant wide open space that had nothing there except for maybe like a merch booth on one side and like drinks and beer or whatever on the other side up against the wall. There's like a lot of vacant space. I don't know why.
Well, I was going to say maybe it has something to do with the sanction match. That was really the other question. The environment for the sanction match, watching it at home was nuts. How was it in the building for that?
Oh, the Sami Zayn match?
Yeah, the Sami Zayn KO unsanctioned.
Yeah, well, they didn't even fight in the empty spot. Like,
really?
Yeah, there was
what?
That wasn't even the empty spot. Like, yeah, there was a whole wide open. Like, you could play hockey inside the empty spot they had back there. It was insane. The lighting for that match was crazy. I was glad to get a couple pictures and video of that. The ambiance was nice. When they went to the outside, though, and they did that, put Kevin Owens through both of those tables, like the crowd was going livid over on that side of the arena. Like they were very happy to have like the action come to them because they're also pretty far away from that ring.
Yeah,
so that was an exciting match.
Yeah, I was gonna say it had to be crazy because it had to be. I know I've never been in the building with someone like that where they leave the ring as much as they did there. So I was just wondering what the atmosphere was like because that had to be weird, you know?
Yeah, that was wild. You know, yeah, as I said, like the big pops for that match. The crowd on that side when Sami Zayn went through the double tables, which I was glad I got a video of that on my side. I got a pretty big pop. I called Randy Orton. I called it a long time ago. I knew it was going to happen, and very few people, but myself, can say that they saw live a wrestler get injured on camera, and then saw him get injured live, and then saw him come back. Randy
Wow,
Orton got
crazy.
yeah, the power driver angle happened in Buffalo on SmackDown. I was there. He came back in front of me again.
That's fucking crazy. That's awesome. That's
So
why
I saw
that's pretty
Randy
cool.
go and come back.
That's crazy to me. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
That's awesome.
That's wild. I'm like, yeah, how many people can say that? That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
They should have let him do the punt.
We're saving it for Mania. That's what that is. That's called saving it for Mania.
Motherfucker still could have hit the 2 package power drivers on Sami Zayn by the time Randy Orton got to the ring.
I know. You took so damn long. I was laughing, and I talked about this on Sunday's show, where I was like, by the time he gets here, it's going to be, we got plenty of time, and you could have hit the power driver twice by the time he got there.
You know,
So-
but we got to do the Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy spot where Sami's getting his ass kicked and fucking Randy's doing the goddamn T-Rex pose while Sami's getting his ass kicked by Kevin.
Although I just jumped on your Facebook, I got this picture from your Facebook.
Wow, that is beautiful.
That's not my seat. That is not my seat. No, that was through like we came up. We're at the ground level, and we're about to head up the inclines and go all the way up to our area. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a picture of this now where I can still see it.
Does that say section 242?
I said 342. Yeah, I zoomed in on it to get the cool photo of the ring, so I think it says 342. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking way up there.
That's not even where
Yeah.
that's not even where his seats were. That's the best part.
I'm gonna say when you go back to that picture, if you look all the way up to the top and see the darkness, keep going up. That's me.
Wow.
Holy cow.
It was way up there.
Kurt, that
Did
sounds
they
like
give you oxygen when you went up that high?
to make a joke. But we actually say something. Last year, I was at the Stadium Series, and it's funny because me and Sal and Patrick were sitting almost like not ice surface, but like we were not that far away from the field. Mike, since they were the show, was sitting all the way at the top of MetLife Stadium, all the way at top. Like, he was above us, and he sent us a picture of where he was. And we did a picture. It was so damn funny. I didn't zoom out. It was hysterical how close we were comparable to Mike and the pictures last year. So,
That holy vertigo, by the way, being up that high, it's such a sharp angle of where you're sitting. It's
wow.
yeah, it was. Oh man, when you're going down the steps, you gotta really hold on to that rail. Like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
quick question:
Yes.
Did they give you oxygen max up there?
Maybe
That guy-
the young guy serving up some
They
Labatt.
give
That's
you-
probably
they give you, a backpack with ropes and cords just in case you fall.
He's not going up. Fucking Mount. It's not going up. It's not like Darby Allin going up to Everest. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I had a Sherpa, I had a safety harness.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna wrap up with Kurt here. Kurt, any other thoughts on the chamber itself, on the event, and anything else you want to bring up here before we let you go?
The chamber. I mean, I should just retire from seeing live events. I've seen that way too much insane shit happen, right from Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, like that whole thing in the very beginning, to the maybe one of the most star-studded chamber matches I could ever think of in the main event. That was insane. To an F-bomb, to John Cena doing a heel turn, like it the event was insane. It was such a great time. Yeah, it's just it ain't gonna be the same. Like, oh, Raw's coming to Buffalo. Like, okay.
Normal circumstances, we do these kind of segments. Dad isn't here on Mark isn't here on Sundays, but because Sunday's the pay-per-view preview show, I decided to move it to this show. We do a This is Christian's WWE 2K25 report, and this week, Christian, what are we doing? What are we doing?
We're going to be looking at fun glitches.
So, okay. So, no one's going to believe me when I hear this. I have not actually watched these. What happened was Christian sent me the links, and I saved them and threw it on our background just so we could play the clips. But I have not actually seen these officially because I did not watch them as I was editing these clips. I did not watch them. I just literally threw them on here as he sent them to me and put them on our background so that they're consistent with everything else on the show. So I have not seen these, and they're in the order he sent them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to press the button. It's going to play, and then he's going to explain to me what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
What's going to happen. That's how we're going to do this.
By
There's
the way,
7 clips.
Does she know that what's happening though?
I think morning. It is loud.
There's 7 clips.
There would be a lot more, but I ran out of time.
Here we go. This is clip number 1. I think this is the longest one. It's the longest one. It's 1:05.
More. He just saved me, bro. What? What? Get back here. Hey. Come back. What just happened? Okay, bye. Bye.
Well, I guess we'll just continue to not die.
That was beautiful. Timmy! No!
Be careful,
She's on the barricade. Yeah, I'm gonna go catch her.
Wait, whoa. Okay, first of all, what the hell got straight out of his mouth that basically he did a complete miss? What was he aiming for with that spray? The ref?
So on the back of the whoever that was just walked through the crowd. I love the spotlight that came on. Like, what the fuck was that?
Okay,
Hey, Christian, what happened?
so context.
Please,
I was rode out the ring, but my friend did a springboard move and I reversed it, so it counted as being rode out the ring again,
Okay.
and so it counted me as on the apron, which I was not on the apron, if you could clearly see.
Wow.
So I took a free trip around the
How are
arena.
you walking around?
I don't know, because I was like, okay, fine. Because
You walked through the barricade.
No, I walked over it, which was better. And what makes it funnier is that's happened before, but we immediately float back down. You good? Yeah, you immediately float back down. But no, I'm just taking a cruise. And my friend throws steel steps to Timmy. Okay, running joke for the friend group. There's a little kid in the front row. We always call him Timmy.
Of course you do. Of course you
Name
do.
him Little Timmy. And I'm just running back. And then I teleport back into the ring and hit a DDT. Just why not?
All right.
And then my friend does a horrible double axe handle and gets his shit rocked. So yeah, that's what happened.
The other thing is you're throwing a garbage can into the crowd.
Yeah,
That was not a garbage can or the stairs.
that was still
No.
steps.
That was step.
No, the first one was garbage cans and the second one was stairs.
By the way,
Stairs,
so
stairs.
context. My character, Toy Rex, my friend Deadpool, who was playing Jackson Archer, one of his characters, and my other friend Rachel just played as a 30 overall Bronson Reed with B-Fab, Ronda Rousey, and a Wendy Chu's moveset.
Sure. We'll go with that. Just so people know, I'm just gonna put this up there.
What,
Yeah.
the Bronson Reed character, when he was trying to do his little move on it, there was no one there when he connected for the move. What the hell was that?
All right.
Was he trying to go after little Jimmy or something?
I'm gonna
He
hit.
was going after Ching Chong Wing Wong referee.
I'm gonna hit trip 2, and then I'm gonna get up and fix this banner behind me because it's bothering me. I'm gonna have the sound. I'm gonna hear everything. I'm just gonna put my microphone down and go up to like record long. So I'm gonna do that. Fix the banner while this is playing. So this is
And-
clip 2.
Let's go.
They call me Punk the Skull. Never count the finisher,
You can't leave it before I said it.
No. Wait, are you gonna talk about how my hand was right on his dip? Got him. Grace.
I'm sexy and I know it. What?
What? Who was the ref counting on? There was nobody in the ring.
Oh my lord. Okay, what the
Okay.
fuck has happened?
Okay, there's a glitch in chamber matches.
Oh,
You-
several glitches.
Oh, it gets worse later. It gets worse.
This is number 2 out of 7. I don't know that. This is 2 out of 7.
So you can cut if someone puts someone through the pod, you can jump onto it, and you think you're jumping on the person. No, you jump on top of the pod. And so what happened was,
What
I
happened
glitched.
was
what had happened was I glitched onto it, I got out of it, and my friend who's playing a CM Punk Rage jumped on top of Drew, and it looked so goddamn wrong. And Deadpool was playing as Drew McIntyre. And it looked
What
like
the
they were
fuck has
doing
happened?
there. It looked so.
Who the hell was dragging who out of the pod?
Spunk was dragging Drew, and I jumped on top of it.
Ay, ay, ay.
This
Well-
is why I love this.
All right, let's move on to number 3. This is only about 25 seconds. Again, I've not seen this, so let's see what happens.
Whoa, get down from there before we get canceled. We're getting canceled. It's over. We're getting canceled. Canceled. We're done for. Freaking like a dog. Humping your leg.
This is what happens when it changes your run a segment. This is what happens.
Okay, wait a minute.
What the fuck was that?
The duo
so-
on top of the pod,
Yeah.
where you got the female doing the sharpshooter,
By
and the
way,
other guy's flapping around like a fish. What the hell?
So sometimes when you jump on top of the pod,
Really?
you get stuck. You get stuck, and you become that animation, and it's the dumbest thing ever. And I got on top of it, and it looks so wrong.
Wow. I had
The guy looked like he was having a laughing fit.
By
Like
the
he was
way,
having a laughing
Why
fit.
was everything echoing, by the way? That was weird. Too.
Rage's mic kind of sucks.
Okay. Holy shit. All right. Wow. Wow.
And he has one of those mics where you have to mute the mic and the controller.
Got it. Okay.
You mute one and echoes.
All right. This clip's a lot shorter. It's only 11 seconds. So here's clip number 4.
Here you go.
This is I told you this is what happens when you become a teenager playing a segment.
I'll save you, Deadpool.
What the fuck was that?
So
Where were you aiming for the prime bottle to go? What the hell?
okay, I was playing as a character named Damian Daniels. My friend Rage was playing as Matsuda Tanaka, and my other friend Deadpool was playing as Becca Blaze. I attacked her. He was coming to dive on me. I jumped. I ran to the ring, and he dived inside the ring.
This all happened in 11 seconds, by the way. This all happened in 11
And I tried to
seconds.
throw a prime bottle to knock him down. I said, "Screw it!" You ran in the ring. And you jumped around next. to me.
Holy fucking hell. Oh, but for those on the audio side who want to see this, it'll be up on our YouTube page. And
Oh, this is beautiful.
I'll make sure this whole segment goes up on TikTok and on Instagram.
Oh, this
because
is beautiful.
fucking
Okay.
crazy.
Okay,
We have
so
3 more to go. We have 3 more.
Oh, it gets better.
no,
We have
the other,
3 more
the other
clips.
question I've got is, these are all recent glitches?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, all right, let's go to number 5. This is only 30 seconds.
No! Wait, jump on her, get up!
Wait.
Get a chair in here.
Toss it.
Did she die? What the fuck happened there?
She got outside the chamber.
What the fuck was that?
You're not supposed to
Oh,
grab weapons.
I was gonna say, How the hell did you get out of the pod?
I don't know.
So many issues I have here. I thought she died. I thought I saw her like I thought that was, but that like her health bar on the top. It just
Yeah.
went to zero.
I
Moving a chair.
I
Somehow
thought maybe
outside the chamber pod.
How?
I don't know. And I jumped and I glitched out. And I was like, screw it. I'm gonna see if I can grab a chair. I somehow can pick up weapons outside of the chamber.
Oh my lord, this is fucking sad.
This is the greatest game ever.
first looked like there's a three-way going on in the pod.
Oh, get ready.
Let's go to number 6.
Oh god.
Clip.
Oh, here we go.
By the way, but you're talking to the microphone. They can't hear you with the closer play.
Sorry.
Only I can hear you. So okay, here we go.
That's why I'm gonna do this.
Inside cradle. Rolling in
Nope.
small package.
It's I gotta do it 1, 2. No.
He just kicked out by a fraction of a
Whack
second.
the future shock, that's what helped. I'm in the fan crowd. I'm in
I'll
the crowd.
save you.
I'm in the crowd. I'm home. Bye-bye.
Wait for Chris to come back.
Wait. Wait. Hey, you want to see something cool?
And heads up the side of the chamber. No.
What?
Good God. What just happened? That was just incredible hang time.
I'm on the barricade.
To the outside, and it paid
I'm
off.
climbing back up, folks. Ow.
Yep, that's it. 1.
Wait, is there like an invisible wall that you're climbing?
What's going on?
Or is the cage invisible and you're like,
What is he climbing the cage? What's happening?
Okay.
I have another question, by the way.
Uh-huh.
How are we doing pitfalls in the pod? That's another question I have.
The game is registering you outside the ring.
Got it.
So it thinks you're out inside the ring, not in the pod.
Got it. Okay, continue.
is that why the ref is in the ring?
Yes, they think you're in the ring.
Got it.
And it's
Okay.
registering you in the ring, but you're actually not in the ring. So what happened was he dived outside, somehow glitched out, but the game still thought he was in the pod, like next to a wall, and he climbed on nothing.
Wow.
And then he jumped on nothing. Yeah. Drew McIntyre versus Punk, exactly what happened at Hell in a Cell.
Oh my lord, I can't with that. That was so weird on so many levels. Like,
And there will be more, hopefully.
we have one more. We have one more clip. I'm sorry, but him climbing the invisible wall was so fucking ridiculous.
That's
Maybe he was
what
doing a
happened
mo-
at
I
Blood.
thought maybe he was miming or something. Like
I
he's
was
stuck
so
in a pod.
ridiculous. Oh my lord. Okay, last clip.
Relax.
53-second clip. The last one we have for today. We'll do this again in the future. I guarantee it.
I'm trying.
So no. 1, 2. Kick out.
She's on the barricade.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize. McIntyre basically telling him that this is what dominance really looks like.
No one
And Ruka
What is this? Oh, here I come.
You're not the same after seeing the crash.
No, okay.
And he's just
This reminds me of. Remember, I'm gonna say something. You know what this reminds me of? Remember in Wreck-It Ralph, the first Wreck-It Ralph,
Yes.
where Ralph was this glitch everywhere. This reminds me of Ralph glitching everywhere. Like,
Oh my god.
Christian, go ahead. What the fuck was that?
So from the clip earlier, I grabbed the chair. That was right afterwards. And I tried
Okay.
throwing the chairs in there. And I climbed on nothing and then got back in there. And then so I dived on both of them and I finally got back in the pod and then we just I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Wow.
In the settings,
Put
do you-
up Mr. Port's hair. At one point, I'm like,
in the
I was
settings of the
behind him.
game, in the settings of the game, do they have like toggling on and off for invisible wall or what?
oh my lord. Okay,
I wish I had more clips. I
Okay,
do have one
in the future,
more.
in the future. We'll definitely do a segment again. So my friend Josh, who I always refer to as my friend Josh, jokes with me all the time. I can't believe this is happening. This match is happening, and I literally said to him, And I sent him the graphic for this match. And I'm like, this is happening at the Collective. And he's like, okay, I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say.
I couldn't believe it when I saw the card. I was just like,
the first thing announced for this. Mario Suzuki versus Butterbean with special guest enforcer Dan the Beast Shepherd. What the fucking hell is this?
hell yeah.
Oh, getting people involved.
That's another one I'm into.
Were they high? You may never know, because people who book shows may be high, maybe drunk, maybe on something you may never fucking
But like,
know.
seriously, were they high when they're like, let's do this? Let's bring back Butterbean. We haven't heard his name in a long time. And let's put him against Murder Grandpa. Let's do that. And then let's see if Dan Severn will come out of retirement.
And he agreed.
The Murder Grandpa versus Butterbean.
What the fuck is this?
Wait, is this
It's because you know.
Butterbean going down the aisle.
You know it'll be fine. Like, they don't need to do wrestling moves. They'll just beat the crap out of each other.
If you want to watch something, that if you ever want to know what bad pro wrestling is, and if you ever want to know, if whatever it felt like to have a pounding headache, but not drink anything, but I had a drink, then this is the match for you.
Would you like to read everything?
Literally in
it
my
says?
notes, it says worst match / WTF. Seriously, what did I just watch?
Question mark.
Question mark. Butterbean versus.
Why did I watch this?
Why did I watch this?
Question mark.
Butterbean versus Mario Suzuki with Dan Severn as the special guest enforcer.
Okay, all right. Time out.
Murder Grandpa Suzuki.
Okay, that's
Time
my
out.
that's my shit.
Butterbean.
Yes, you're not imagining this. That's what I said. That is what I said. And yes, it is the person you're thinking of.
Okay, now let me ask this question. Has Butterbean lost weight?
No. As a matter of fact, he was an old man walking. This was bad. And I mean bad. I mean, I wanted to start. I wanted the Hoffman coming early. It was so bad. This was a disaster. This was awful. The men, and I give Suzuki credit. He tried to make this watchable. No, it couldn't happen. It didn't happen. These two did something in the ring. Couldn't tell you what it was. It wasn't wrestling. It wasn't wrestling. And then they went to the other. What's I tell you the finish? What's I tell you the finish?
Okay.
Because notice in the notes, I didn't have a winner. Notice I didn't put it in the notes. Because this match ended on a double count-out disqualification.
How?
Because Dan Severn,
Yeah.
how they both met out, and nobody knew. And nobody paid attention to it.
Wait a minute. Nobody got that?
Listen, because we're too busy watching two old men punch each other in slow motion on the outside.
What?
And instead, Dan Severn apparently is in the ring counting very, very slowly. It was one of the slowest touchdowns in the history of mankind. He may have counted to 45 at that point. It was so bad. And then Suzuki hit the bell rang, and nobody knew why. Nobody knew why the bell rang. Nothing ever happened.
To Suzuki's credit, he's usually more
good,
better.
I
mean, especially when he has matches like Ishii.
Just wait. Let me finish this because I'm not done. Suzuki gets in the ring, confused, because nobody knew why the bell rang. Nobody knew why the announcers didn't know why the bell rang. The announcers didn't know what happened here. So he gets in the ring and looked at Dan Severn like, what the fuck? Exactly what he said was, what the fuck?
In the Murder Grandpa way.
And the crowd starts chanting, let them fight, let them fight. In a match I'm going to talk about, a blood sport, the chant actually worked because of the rules in the match, the rules in the fight. Well, Dan Severn pretty much told the crowd to go fuck themselves because he literally reiterated, this match is over. It was a double count out. We're done. And he just walked away. He just walked away, leaving Suzuki in the ring and Butterbean on the outside looking so confused.
Okay.
I'm going to have something. I had some fun with this, and I went back and I went through social media and I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff. And I'll tell you who and we'll go back and forth reading them because they're really funny. Some of these are absolutely hilarious. Some of these are funny as hell. And I'll have you guess who the person is that posted it.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, some of these are hilarious. Some of these are, and I'll be honest here. The pretty much the guesses are you, me, Mandy, Dad, or there's one throw in there. Actually, our good friend Mike, because I couldn't
Okay.
I found. I couldn't resist what I found. So we'll go back and forth. We'll have some fun. A couple of these are super easy, especially for you. They're super easy, but I wanted to put them up for just to give shit. To give some shit because I can. I'll start with
Yes.
I'll start with an easy one. It's super easy, and I really wanted to laugh. WTF is with Dana Brooks' face. Did WWE recast her? Looks like nothing like her. How? Who posted that?
That is definitely me because I know that I made frequent comments about Dana Brooks' awful plastic surgery job that she did on her face.
And then, of course, my favorite part is if you see my comment below, it says Dana Brooke is not Lassie. Oh, this is from March 11, 2019. By the way, Dana Brooke is now Ash by Elegance over in TNA. And
Awful name for an
you know,
awful face.
it's a terrible name, but now it makes sense because there's an Elegance brand or there's other people involved. So it's not just her anymore. So actually, she's now a tag team champion over in TNA. So like as the Elegance brand, at least it makes sense.
Yeah, like a stable or whatever.
It was so stupid when it was by herself, but at least as a faction, as a tag team, as an actual thing going on, actually makes sense now.
Got it.
Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next one. I have a date on it. I forgot to read the date on the one I read for you. So, go ahead, Sal. You can read this one.
So on February 4th, 2011, my high school football coach once said that the Super Bowl is like the adult version of homecoming, a lot of hype, a long ass halftime, but at the end of the day, it's just a football game.
So who said that? Come on.
Definitely not me.
I'm disappointed in you. Come on.
I'm assuming you?
No, that's serious. Coach Bucci used to say this. Every year for homecoming. He legitimately said this on Super Bowl and homecoming every year. That's why I repeat it every single year now, because it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. This is another one that I laugh. Some of these I was looking them up, and then I looked up these a couple months ago, and I deleted a bunch of them when I was actually working on this, so I knocked it down to. Because I had a whole bunch more in this. I had tons of these. I deleted a bunch because some of them just weren't funny. Some of them was like, Some of them were repetitive. Some of them repetitive, especially with you. And some of them I screen capped twice by accident because I thought it was so funny. I accidentally screen capped twice.
As you do.
But anyway, this is from May 3rd, 2012. Wait. Hold up. How can you be engaged to someone who's still married to someone else? What the F is that?
That's me.
What the fuck were you talking about? What the fuck were you talking
That's me.
about? What were you talking about?
Am I allowed to talk about it?
You don't have to have names if you don't want to talk names.
Okay, so when your former best friend with long hair was still married to his first wife.
Oh, I got it.
Not legally divorced yet, and then got engaged to the second wife.
I feel that. I remember that now. I remember that. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've actually done
Yes.
It's about,
And now the second wife is divorced. So
don't even get me started on shit like that. Don't get me started on that. Moving on. Anyway, June 13th, 2014. The hockey fan in me is not letting me go to bed tonight. No matter how exhausted I am, the fact that I have work in the morning. This game is insane. I need to see how it ends. So
that sounds like you.
does that sound like me? Nope, wrong one. This one.
Yes.
By the way, I took off the hashtags and everything because I think it's stupid. Because you and me do that a lot where we hashtag shit. But yeah, I honestly, it's got to be Stanley Cup Finals, but I don't remember the game this is. I have no idea what the hell game this is. This
June 13th.
2014. Who were the 2014 finals? 2012 is us. Was that the Rangers and the Kings?
2014
is Rangers.
NHL playoff game.
I want to say Rangers Kings. This is 2014.
Rangers Kings. And Kings won it 3-2.
Wow, weird. Was it overtime or anything, or just a game that went long?
Let's see. ESPN.
I wonder if it's like overtime or something, or was it just one of those games because it was in
Double
LA?
overtime.
Double overtime. That explains it. That explains a lot.
I just don't know. Oh, that was the game 5 where LA won.
Oh, that's why. I wanted to.
LA won the cup that night.
I wanted to see the cup get risen, and if they really won, I would have seen the cup. That makes sense. That actually makes perfect sense why I would stay up because I wanted to see the cup.
Yeah.
And plus, they have to Rangers lose. Combination of both.
Yes.
Combination of both.
Thank you, Google.
Oh,
for that trip down memory lane.
Yeah, they got so much crap, but then at the end of the day, it's like, oh, they still lost. Okay, cool. They lost to the same team we did. Lost to the same team we did 2 days later. So,
yep.
Anyway, let's move on. Go ahead.
September 26, 2021. If Roman Reigns can wear a mask and fucking wrestle, you can wear one to pick up beer at the store, Brad. What? Who? That sounds like something Dad would say.
Make sure I have the right button here. This is out of order. There we go. It said, Dad, you would be.
That sounds like so. Yeah.
You would be wrong.
Oh,
it's Mandy. It all.
Who's Brad?
Probably the male equivalent of Karen. I don't know. But I think Brad. I'm thinking Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's the first thing I think of.
See, I think of Brad and I think of George Takei's husband. Because Howard Stern likes to make fun of that all the time.
Brad. Oh, the anger though. This must have been that match, that Extreme Rules match where he went into the.
If Roman Reigns can wear a mask and fucking. COVID mask.
It had to be COVID, but I remember this. It was it was out of the Thunderdome.
And is that when he went into the crowd?
They put a mask on because he's immune. He was being careful. I remember that now. It was an hilarious visual. If you were making fun of it, I remember.
I was all over that too. I remember.
For no reason either. He didn't do anything wrong. He's actually just being so.
I know, but he's so hysterical. Wait, let me stop you up for a second so I can put a mask on.
We spent the whole last year like it would be immunocompromised last year. I fully understand it now. I get it now. All right.
Okay.
May 15th, 2013. There's a job where you think on your feet, make tough decisions, limited vacation time, and sick days. His job is a parent. The toughest job in the world.
That's either Dad or Mandy, but I'm going to stick with Dad again because I don't think you would do 2 Mandys in a row.
You're absolutely right. By the way, I cut out the thought of the day. Apparently, this is the thing he was doing in 2013. I have no idea why. This is the thing. This is the thing for like weeks and weeks at a time for some reason. In 2013, I have no idea why. It was very, very strange that he did that all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I read ahead. Sal, go ahead.
Okay, July 12th, 2021. If Alexa Bliss doesn't blow up the damn Thunderdome on its final night, I'm going to riot. That sounds like me.
Oh,
okay. Oh, come on.
Why is it not in order? I put him in order last night. Why is it not in order? There it is. There it is. That was hilarious. I read that. I'm like, this is the most Sal tweet I've ever seen. This is the most Sal tweet I've ever seen in my life. Like, come on.
I'm very upset that it did not happen.
No, it did not. I'm surprised that it did something like that. Especially with Bray at the time. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Okay, what's move on. This one made me laugh, and I had to share it, even though it's super obvious. It's super obvious, but it made me laugh. Consider the juices of my. Okay, this is June 24th, 2022. Consider
That's definitely that's Mandy.
Max Dupree. Oh my lord! My wrong one. There it is. Come on, why is it out of order? That's you again. There it is. Why is it out of order? Hold up, order. I put him in order. Why is the Mandy made I laughed so hard myself. I was like, I remember the irony is now it's LA night. So it's even worse now. It's even worse. Yeah, so like when people are hearing this show, it is right before the SmackDown in London show next week. Clarify that because they're all over international right now. So I remember, but
Yeah.
And they're doing LA Knight versus Braun Strowman next week for the title.
Oh,
So that's interesting. They're doing a lot
interesting.
of Mania is getting. They're having a SmackDown this week was in Italy,
Yes.
and it was a fantastic show. It was actually a really good show. But by the time people hear this, Raw is going to be in Scotland. That's the next show. So,
oh, interesting.
What's fun about it? Netflix is airing the shows live. So if you want to show in the afternoon, you want to show in the afternoon. You watch it later. You watch it later.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love the fact that they did that. I haven't been able to take advantage of it because of life. But all right. Let's move on here. Go ahead.
May 10th, 2024. Since Cody Rhodes saw racism in AEW, he can also saw homophobia in WWE. That is you. Because that is your joke. That is your joke.
Absolutely. And I still believe it. That's the best part. I believe it. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's really out of order, but I'm still I figured out which one's which. So here you go. Yeah,
Okay, October 9th, 2021, NWA Women's Pay-Per-View, Impact Women's Pay-Per-View, AEW Secondary Women's Title, WWE, the best we could do is half-ass tournament ending in Saudi Arabia with 2-minute matches. That sounds like Mandy.
I love the fact that she spelled it out, and I love the boldface on the WWE, by the way.
Yes.
I don't know how she did that. That made me laugh. And now there's like multiple secondary titles in WWE and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So much stuff now.
I know.
It's hilarious now. So, okay. There's one that's really long. I want to make sure it's the next one. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move it up so that I press the right button. There we go. All right, I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna read it because it's gonna be scrolling on the bottom because it's a really, really long one. And I laughed my ass off when I read this to myself. December 19th, 2023. If it's understood in the future that no one would get Ebenezer Scrooge's fortune when he died. So what do you think?
That sounds like a dad quote, but what about this mystery person that you have on the board?
Oh, no. Okay. It's not a. What do we always used to play game shows? Don't overthink.
Okay, so it's dad.
You'll still be wrong now. You'll still be wrong.
It was you? What? Were you high that night?
No, it's funny. I read it and I thought I was, but I'm not because I'm watching by myself, so I'm obviously not high. I was thinking that too. I found that on my Threads account. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Go on that tangent.
Wow. Okay.
I had the same thought. Like, why the hell did I go on that tangent?
You know, maybe Dad hacked your account.
Dad barely knows how to use his Facebook account. Why would he know how to use my Threads? Like, what? He doesn't even know what any of these accounts are. He still thinks that if you get the message that Facebook is individual.
Oh yes.
I literally I got a message. I got on Facebook. It's because it was in the group I sent you. It was in the I invited you too. I think the Motor City Wrestling Convention everything the weekend we're in New York. So I sent him the information. Maybe take Christian. We're out of town. Take Christian. It's something for you guys to do. You
Right.
know? And so he's getting information. He's getting all this information. Like, they sent me, like, this is the event page I sent you. Of course you're getting information about the con.
Yes.
Come on. Okay. Now.
So this. I was gonna say this actually just came up on my memories because it was March 3rd, 2021. Why is the Staples in Park Ridge, New Jersey, still playing Christmas music? And I remember that day.
Where it says to annoy you from me.
I remember I was still working the night shift, and sometimes when I left the house early, I had a lot of time to kill. There was a
Really?
pizzeria right next door, so I would go to the pizzeria and have dinner or lunch or whatever you wanted to call it before I would go into work. And then if I still had time, I would go next door to Staples and I would just walk around until I had to leave to go to work. And I walk in and I'm like not paying attention at first. And I'm like, they're playing Christmas music. What the fuck? I promptly walked out.
And probably put it on social media for you
I promptly put it on social media.
5 years later. It was a fun one that I was fighting. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? And then there's this one. April 13th, 2023. You may try to get social media to see you as a hero, but I know the real you is an entitled, selfish, gaslighting liar who can't keep friends.
That's that sounds like Mandy.
Make sure this is the right spot. Yep, there it is. There it is. Absolutely, and I think we all know who she is talking about, and we're not going to get into that here. We don't be able to address that on this show, and we're not going to. We're not going to address that on this show. But that I'm like, wow, they're ranting. They're ranting. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Me?
Yes, you.
All right, March 24th, 2018. When you don't, the person in the mirror just change the picture.
I think I typed it wrong. I think
Okay. Okay, if it's missing a word, then that's probably me. But I don't think it's me. Is it when you don't like the person in the mirror?
I'm going to do.
I don't-
I'm going to fix this because it's bothering me that that is an error. And there you go. There you
Okay.
go. I fixed it.
All right, do over. Take two. March 24th, 2018. When you don't like the person in the mirror, just change the picture. And that sounds like something that Dad would say.
One would think, but this is not
Oh,
wild
no.
card. This is not wild card that I mentioned. One Mike.
Mr. Mike, new Daddy Mike.
Look at the hashtag. It made me laugh.
Oh.
Hashtag goodbye facial hair. Hashtag my face is cold. Hashtag am I doing this right? Hashtag I now look 12. I started it, but I was looking at the picture like, you know what? I wasn't going to go off the board, but this one made me laugh too hard to not share. Oh man, that would make me laugh too hard. That's why I had to share it. All right. Let's see. We have a couple more. People June 15th, 2013. People say for troubles and problems when it rains and pours. Now if they applied to money, wouldn't help the troubles or problems. By the way, I did not write that wrong. That is how it was written. That's how it was written. Because I actually double my writing was wrong.
That sounds like a start of the day from Dad.
That's the one. That's the one. There it is.
It is a thought of the day.
That was one of those really? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you go off on that tangent to start your day? Oh Lord. This is the stuff I find when I'm on this is the stuff I found when I was going through this. All right. Go ahead. No.
June 3rd, 2015. I still don't understand how people can ignore texts and phone calls, but can post on Facebook and Instagram. That is me. I remember saying that.
I know, I started something. I love hashtag Facebook and Instagram, and they put hashtag annoyed.
I was annoyed that day.
Hashtags make me laugh. The hashtags always make me laugh. Yeah, so annoyed by so many problems around the world. People ignore me. People are ignoring me, but they're posting on Facebook.
Yes. Clearly, you're looking at your phone.
I would assume I'm being ghosts, so in general, so it's a bit of my assumption in the world. This is the last one, and I only put this on here because I forgot it was on here, and I'm just giving it away because it made me laugh. October 27th, 2013. What the fuck are we supposed to do with 150 garden gnomes? What is Pressure Luck's obsession with garden gnomes this week?
That sounds like something Mandy would ask.
That was me.
No, it was you.
I watch President Randall every week. I love this show. It's one of my favorite games of the long time. And I love Pressure Luck. For some reason, 1 week, everything on the game board had to do with garden gnomes. And I have no idea why. The point where the guy won garden gnomes. I'm like, oh, that's a cool little prize. And then they go to the big 5-0 because it was the 5th anniversary. They're like, and you won 50 more garden gnomes. They were part of that was at the end of the game when they were running down all the prizes. They were like, and 150 garden gnomes. Like, come on.
Okay.
Come on. What the fuck, people? And that's where we end our game because that made me laugh too hard not to share. That was we're at our best when we laugh at ourselves. So that was just fun. That was just fun to do. We're gonna and do our own March Madness brackets. But it is mainly WWE and NXT people. That's number one. Number two, how this is going to work. I put together brackets based on rankings that I found from end of last year, male and female.
Okay.
And I'll explain this as we go. The first round will be male versus male, female versus female, but that means in the second round of the bracket, we'll have male versus female matchups, which will be a hell of a lot more interesting. You know? So we will go through it, and some of them are super obvious, and some of them, but here's how it's going to work because there are three of us. It will pretty much, because there's three of us, is why I want to do it on a Thursday show. There won't be any ties because this is going to be a 2-1 or 3-0. There's not going to be a tie. So it'll be more interesting, and then we can actually eliminate people off this list. Also, for those listening and watching, there are numbers next to people's names. Ignore them. They don't mean anything. I just needed to put them in a bracket so I could line up matchups. Had nothing to do with where they were ranked. Like if you see a 9 next to somebody, ignore the numbers. They don't mean anything. Just want to throw that out there now.
Cody Rhodes is a number 9.
I think Roman Reigns is at ranking number 9. Because I wanted
Oh,
a matchup. Because I wanted a matchup. I wanted a matchup, and nothing to do with anything. You know what I mean? The numbers mean
Everyone's
nothing.
going to come at you for putting
That
Roman
is why
at
I'm
number 9.
putting it out there now. The numbers mean nothing. All right, let's get started. We'll put up a bracket, and we'll talk about it, and we'll decide who comes out of the bracket. So here we go. First off, top of the left bracket. This is how random it's got. Cody Rhodes versus Tony D'Angelo. Fallon Henley versus Tiffany Stratton. It's a common knowledge that Cody obviously is advancing here, guys.
Yes.
Yes, because he's going for Tiffany on the women's side. What about you, Dad? Where are you going?
Oh, on the men's side as well. Cody and Tiffy.
Cody Tiffany is where you're going? I'm going.
I gotta go with Tiffany.
Okay. I was going to say the same thing. So that would lead us to the next round matchup would be Cody versus Tiffany.
Did you have all these like for every possibility?
Just for the first couple of rounds, I'm gonna type out the last one because
Okay.
I ran out of things. I couldn't do any more after that.
This is a kind of good matchup, and I just don't
Surprisingly
know.
good matchup. I know. Surprisingly good match.
It's
It's
Cody.
obviously Cody, right? Like there's really
No, I think
no.
Tiffany's going to cash in and become double champion. She's getting the purse.
The cross gender championship, is that it?
What in the WWE 2K25?
No, wasn't that didn't Sammy Guevara and Chase Conti win the mixed tag team championships in Mexico before she got pregnant?
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
That happened, right? That happened, right? So Cody's chanting, right? We're just gonna say that now.
Cody.
Yes, Cody is going on.
So let's move on. This is where the numbers don't mean anything. Roman Reigns versus Ali Gullies and Paige, and on the bottom, an interesting matchup of Jordan Grace versus Bianca Belair. That one just kind of fell together that way. I didn't expect
Roman
that
and
matchup.
Grace.
You're going Roman and Grace. What about you, Dad? What do you think?
I'm doing the same thing. I'm going Roman and
I
Jordan
thought it
Grace.
was gonna be more of an argument. I really thought that someone was going to pick Bianca here. I really did. Because I was actually leaning the exact same way of Roman Reigns versus Jordan Grace.
Roman Reigns.
You know what's funny? I'm going to make Dad break the tie officially because I love Jordan. So,
You know what?
see if Dad puts this off the internet or not. See what happens here.
I gotta go with Jordan.
There it is! What the fuck? There's our clip for the show. There it is!
What the fuck? Acknowledge your tribal chief. The tribal chief would kick her ass.
You know what?
Hang on. Let me respond, Christian. Let me respond. Tribal chief, fuck you.
He just said "fuck you," tribal chief. On this is playing in the background.
So that
You know,
there's our clip for the
tribal
show.
chief says, "Go fuck yourself."
There's our clip for this episode. Holy shit! Talk about controversial move.
Race.
Racist. What about anything?
Jordan's white and Roman's Samoan against the Samoans.
Jordan also has a history of fighting men and beating. She actually had the victory over Bully Ray in an actual match. Legitimately, that's how she became number. That's how she won the Claudia Shot Battle Royal.
Yes.
By beating Bully Ray in a match at the end. It was actually a really cool moment. It was a really cool thing that happened. So
Roman Reigns should win, but it's Jordan Grace.
But there you go. So we'll get back to that matchup when we get there later.
You know what?
Let's move on. Gunther versus Obafemi.
Christ.
Julia.
Oh my God. You know what?
Julia, what are you thinking, Dad? Okay, I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Julia.
Thank you.
Dad. There or Oba?
I'm going Obafemi.
Thank God.
And Julia.
Julia
versus Oba.
She's got speed.
Julia.
Okay, well, the tie, it goes right to Julia automatically. This matchup is fucking weird. This is a weird one. By the way, my autocorrect is yelling at me for how I spelled Julia, but this is how they spelled it on everywhere I look. So I'm making sure I spelled it right.
What is it correcting you to?
It's telling me to drop that extra I at the beginning.
No, that's how you spell Julia.
So, all right, moving on. Wesley versus Trick Williams. Jada Parker versus Rhea Ripley.
I can't say the joke on air.
Oh, let me actually say something here. This was actually an interesting matchup because Jada and Rhea could happen in the future.
Actually, hasn't Wes and Trick actually happened?
It has happened in NXT.
It has happened.
Jada and Trick, I want Jada versus Rhea. I really want to see. I really want to see that.
Oh, definitely.
Trick and Rhea.
I gotta go.
I'm going West Rhea. I'm going West Rhea personally.
I'm gonna go with Trick, and I'm gonna go with Rhea.
Okay.
Rhea.
Trick Williams versus Rhea Ripley.
Rhea.
You going Rhea too? All right.
Yeah, Rhea.
All right, cool. That's Rhea Ripley. I'm actually typing this up on another screen so that we can do the Elite Eight when we get there. All right, moving on. Drew McIntyre versus main event Jey Uso. Becky Lynch versus Roxanne Perez.
I think so everyone's choosing Drew McIntyre, correct?
It's actually harder than you think. It's actually a harder matchup than you think.
You mean Drew McIntyre?
Mac and cheese.
So what? Okay, I'm going to be as much as I love Jay, I am going to go Drew McIntyre just to be different.
Oh,
Drew or Jay? Drew or Jay? Dad, what do you think? Drew or Jay?
I'm going with Jay.
Drew McIntyre.
Okay, and Becky versus Roxanne.
I gotta go with the feisty last Becky Lynch.
Who are you going for?
I'm
going with Perez.
Okay, Actually, that makes it more interesting because I wasn't sure what I was doing here, so I get to break the tie. See, Jay wins the men's side, right? So it was Jay versus Becky.
Drew's going.
That was Jay.
No, you chose Drew. I chose Drew. He chose Jay.
Oh, I thought you put Jay.
Nope.
Jay. Sorry. Okay, so Drew versus either Becky or Roxanne. I guess I'm gonna go Roxanne. Something different.
Well,
Oh,
winning.
Drew versus Roxanne Perez.
And we have Drew.
Ooh.
Drew.
I'm going Roxanne.
I'll break the tie and go Drew as well. But that's a tough one though because Roxanne's good. Roxanne, you haven't really seen the best out of her on main roster TV yet. So if you haven't watched NXT, you haven't seen the best of her yet.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
It's only a matter of time before she's going to be coming up.
She's been called up, but she's
been called up.
She's still feud in NXT, but I think because of injuries. I think I'm still down there. All right, moving on. We have Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
Who the hell's Kalani? Oh no,
Kalani Jordan versus Io Sky.
Who the hell's Kalani Jordan?
She was the first women's North American champion.
Oh, her.
In NXT.
Seth and Io.
I was joking, by the way, about Kalani Jordan.
Actually, I'd like to change.
I want to finish my sentence before you. I wasn't even done talking yet. You're throwing out names already. Kalani Jordan is the person that I always joke about. Is every little black boy's first crush. I always been joking about that about Kalani Jordan because she's absolutely gorgeous, but like she's a child, so it's actually hysterical to me. Anyway, so Io versus Kalani, KO versus Seth. I'm going KO versus Io.
Same.
So that's where we end up, Dad. Look at that.
I'm going Seth. I'm going Seth and Io.
Well, the majority went with KO versus Io. And by the way, I feel like this match should have happened at like PWG or something.
So what's going to happen in this match is package power driver.
Do you go KO?
KO.
See, Io Sky has a history of destroying men in matches. And Lucha Underground, her versus Penta happened.
Yep.
So
I'm going with
Kyrie and Io, all of them. It was all of them.
It was all the Asians.
Are
they Asian?
They were all Japanese Asian. Yeah, it was a faction. Wasn't they a faction down there?
The Asians.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go with that. What did you say? Io. I'll break the tie because I can't go against KO, but that's a tough one. That's a tough match.
Package power driver.
That's a really tough one. So, all right, moving on. Let's see here. Damian Priest versus Joe Hendry.
Oh my lord.
Liv Morgan.
Stephanie Vakir.
I'm going Liv. I can't go against Jersey Girl.
I'm going Joe Hendry.
Okay.
And I'm going with Stephanie Vakir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have Stephanie versus either Joe or Damian. We didn't have that picked officially, so
Priest. I just don't want him to win. Yes!
No, I'll pick Damian.
Yes!
It's tough though. Priest versus Bakir. Holy shit, this match.
I'm gonna go with Priest.
My dumbass just said Stephanie McMahon.
I didn't even hear you.
Stephanie Vakir.
Stephanie McMahon. What? Are you plugging her new show now?
I have to watch it still. I haven't watched it.
Someone please fix that AI generate a picture for Jesus Christ.
I still have to watch it. Apparently it's all right. It's not great, but it's all right. Anyway,
all right.
back to this matchup. I gotta go Stephanie Bakir.
Yeah.
Only because I know what the matchups are in the next round. So, all right.
Okay.
There you go. Bailey versus Jade
crap.
Sammy versus Randy.
Cargill Randy.
Bailey Sammy.
I'm going Bailey Randy.
I got one. So we say Randy?
Randy versus Bailey. I'm obviously picking Bailey.
Randy.
I hear voices. Randy.
Yeah.
My friend Josh gave me that for my hospital from the hospital room last year. So
yeah, you got to put it up there.
So Randy won that. So Randy won that officially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now he's got to hold Bailey.
They're telling me to.
All right, so this is where things get interesting. We are down to 8.
Oh,
We're quickly
Oh boy.
down to 8.
Oh boy.
Cody Rhodes
can see the shit.
versus Jordan Grace.
Oh, flip.
Oh,
Cody Rhodes.
Hey, I'm going Jordan. Dad, break the tie.
I'm gonna go with Jordan.
Ooh, upset today.
This man's
Upset.
going against the tribal chef and
the champ.
No, not the champ, and the American
QB number 1.
You say Cuban number 1?
What did you say?
QB number 1.
QB number 1.
Oh, I think you said Cuban.
I thought you
number
said
1.
Tubi number 1. I'm like, why are we talking about Tubi?
No, I think you said Cuban. I was like, what? What does Cuban have to do with anything? Because Cuban is also Cuban. But then if you take Cuban and minus the Q, you get Ben.
What? Wait, what?
But then
So if you take my
no.
33%,
I hear where this is going. I need Christian to explain that again because I have no idea what the fuck he just said.
I said, and I quote, Cuban is a Cuban, but Cuban. And if you take Cuban from Ben and Ben Cuban, you get Q. And if you divide it by 3/3 of 30%,
I am way too sober for not saying that. Oh my lord!
But then,
what if you take my 75%?
No, I'm not done. But if you take John Cena and stand that one little kid in front of him, and that kid right there, you get this.
You were on Sunday show. You missed a lot. You missed a lot on Sunday show. We have a female matchup that's a dream fucking matchup.
This is going to be a good match.
Julia versus Rhea Ripley.
Rhea.
Ooh, okay. You know what though? That's not bad. That's actually not bad. That's not really an upset. That's a huge matchup. That's not an upset at all. That's actually a good one because people on my roster haven't seen Julia yet. Like they haven't seen her yet. So, all right, let's move on. Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens.
Package pile driver.
I know. Can you let me finish saying things before you start saying stuff? Because this is an audio thing too. Although you're blocking your camera, nobody can see your face. All right, so Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens. I already know where CJ goes. Say it officially now. Who you're
Kevin
picking.
Owens.
Thank you. Dad, who you picking?
I'm gonna go with Drew.
Hello?
Drew.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, I'll break the tie, and I think everyone knows where I'm going with this already, and that would be one Kevin Owens.
There you
All
go.
right. Last but not least, in the date, Stephanie McKeer versus Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's been showing gender equality since God knows how long.
Okay, wait a
Interesting
minute.
way of looking at it. Okay.
RKO.
I have a question.
Yeah.
My question is,
Go ahead.
can he punt women?
He has before.
Yes.
He has before. Ask
Okay.
Stephanie McMahon back to that. Back to Stephanie McMahon earlier.
I'm gonna have
That's
to
why.
go with,
That's what.
I'm gonna have to go Randy on this one.
Yeah, ironically, I was going Stephanie because I was so. We'll go there. Okay, well that leaves us with our final four. I'm just typing into the system here. Let's go the men's. We have ended up with the men versus women thing. It's interesting. We have Jordan Grace versus Rhea Ripley. This match is going to happen. This match is going to fucking happen, and I can't wait. I'm going Jordan. Yeah. But wow, this match is going to be fucking great when it happens.
Hi. Did you?
Are you doing the I love you solo?
Yeah.
I love you. No.
Jordan Grace versus Rhea Ripley. Dad break the tie.
I gotta go with Jordan.
Motherfucker.
Ooh, Jordan
I have to go with the juggernaut.
You're running the table
Juggernaut.
here. It's completely running the table. Did not expect that. All right, she wins her side. She wins that half of the bracket. Let's go with
What is she undefeated right now?
Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. I already know where you're going with. I'm going to go to you last.
We've already had this match, and I know how everyone kind of feels. So,
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. I didn't even take it off the screen yet. Sorry. Dad, take first. You go first.
I gotta go with Randy.
I already know where CJ's going, so I believe I already know how this is going to go, but I can't go against KO. CJ, make it official.
Kevin Owens.
All right.
You
that
just
makes it-
love that damn package pile driver. That's all.
What the fuck I do?
Okay, I'm going to put this final matchup on. Don't say anything until I actually read it. I already know how this goes with you.
I already know who's winning
And
this.
I can't mute. Actually, no, you'd be interested because I love both of these people. So it's a little tougher for me now.
Fine, I can go on mute.
Let me do this. Our final matchup. I did not see this coming. I legitimately did not expect this at all. To finish off our little tournament here tonight, Jordan Grace versus Kevin Owens. Christian is safe now.
Kevin Owens.
Okay. Dad, you go next.
Jordan.
Hey. See, I'm torn. I love KO. I love the man. Everyone knows this. Jordan's amazing. Jordan, I've been following way before anyone else was into her. I was into Jordan. But I actually want to see this match. You know, WWE never happened in WWE.
I swear to God, this happened on the Indies. Never did.
I don't know. Look, I can't look it up because I have too many screens going around right now.
I don't believe it has.
So it's a tough call for me personally. But if we're going based on who we like, who's in the ring, the matchup that I really want to see it, the winner of our little tournament, of our little bracket, and Jordan and Kevin at the end, has to be. There really is actually, yeah. I'm gonna do one better.
I'll look away.
I'm gonna do one better. I'm going to hit their music. Makes life easier that way.
Yeah! Yeah!
The winner of all this turned out to be the one, the young Kevin Owens.
Yeah, the fucking package power driver. Yeah.
He has other moves too besides the package pile driver.
Going for it. But the problem is, I'm gonna put live reaction. If Nia is sitting up straight,
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to this camera, and you're going to explain it to this
Okay.
camera, make it easier for you.
if
Okay.
Nia is sitting up straight, and the moonsault has to be opponent laying back. How is it gonna connect if Nia is just standing here, and also she's on top of, if like you said, on top of Trish? She can't just lay back on top of Trish because that would fuck up both of them. Because if the moonsault will not connect correctly, and it'll hurt Trish because she's, no offense, Nia's big, and
It's true though.
and she's gonna hurt. She's not trying to. It could hurt Trish. How would I see what you're going for, but just not
Right.
gonna work. Like
Yeah, I see.
visually.
I just figured we go to that camera, maybe easier to go to that camera.
But yeah,
Yeah.
now can I explain it? You understand what's wrong with
Right.
that?
Okay.
Uh-oh, who's on who? Said you let it ring, but it never goes through. Bang, everything you got. Told them that we take the whole lot.
Seriously, the graphics are fucking insane.
These are me. And you posited a great point I was actually gonna make. Not apron. Barricade diving.
That's insane.
Barricade diving. And if you noticed when Seth threw Roman the LED, if you do you mind rewinding real quick?
See what I can do here.
If you notice when he threw it into it,
Let me sound. I'll bring it up on here. Yeah.
look at the LED. You saw how it was broken?
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
They're adding. Someone made the joke, but it actually may be true. They took this from AEW Fight Forever.
Oh, and except it actually made it better and relevant.
Mm-hmm. Because AEW had the same thing where you can dive off the apron. But what I'm hoping is it's like I'm gonna go in the game thing. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
That's why we're talking about it. Go.
There is a part in the crowd where you can brawl. It's the crowd brawl. I just added the two words. Crowd brawl area. There is a toolbox chest thing you can dive off of, and you could change like from 5 different options from like a senton to a splash, double foot stomp. I hope you could do the same thing with the barricade, where you can get like a double foot stomp or maybe like an elbow drop or a splash, and not just what Seth was doing with his, which was just a splash.
Oh, there you go. You see, I'm interested in hearing if you play these games all the time. I'm actually interested in hearing your.
Me and my friends
take
are
on that.
currently calling stuff about what we want in the next game, and I am actually happy because I've seen it. The Soul Snatcher by Soul Ruka looks fucking phenomenal. It looks so good, because I seen a clip and it looked so good. It actually looked like from afar, you can actually thought it was NXT live.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. All right, let's get back into this as we're getting into the action.
You ain't
Okay,
got no.
I'll tell you right now, that Rock fucking visual is amazing.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, WrestleMania fucking 40. Like
that looks so real.
Back. I can't. Up the trap, I ain't got a trap.
Oh, backstage.
That's the archives.
Oh,
That's what it's called. Because if you see the old WWE logo, the old WrestleMania,
Oh, I see it. I see
and
it.
also some part of there, and I don't think it's going to be shown, but the SmackDown fist is also in there. They can dive off of and throw people off of.
I love that idea. I love that.
And also the intergender, because you just saw Nia Jax throw Macho Man over the top rope. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're on brawls here. So
Eddie, no!
Oh, he's very pretty. That's just like straight off of freaking WWE programming back in the day. So that was Eddie in China.
And then now Nia and Ray's face is just beautiful. That horrible freeze frame.
Let me unmute the sound and we'll continue.
Give him high fives, I was just a middle finger.
Seriously.
This looks so good.
Ridiculous. Like that's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna point something out that I don't think that's not gonna be probably pointed out.
Go for it.
A detail that they added, which multiple people have wanted for literal actual years, is in you make a character and you fight it as in like you make that character an AI and you fight against it. What it does, it picks certain moves that it does by itself and it repeats the same thing over and over. Excuse me, over and over and over again, and it just gets repetitive and annoying. But what you can do now is you can prioritize what moves you want the AI to do, and you can favorite moves that can have like can do it at least once per match, but it can do it multiple times. And you can prioritize different moves so it doesn't just spam the same ones over and over again, and it doesn't look realistic. But if you could do that with two AIs, because me and my friends do simulation matches where we just watch we just watch the AIs go at it, and it's horrible, and it's just the same thing over and over again. But with this, we can actually make it look like a legit match and actually look good. And we can do stuff with this, with us playing and the AIs playing and everything. And we can actually make this look legit and realistic, like in real life matches.
That's cool. That's actually really interesting. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really
Because
interesting.
people want this for literal, like multiple people that I've read want this for literal years. That scene, that visual right there.
I wanted to get that shot up because that
is beautiful. And it's not just the showcase, it's the Bloodline showcase.
I know that's intriguing to me, and it's the Bloodline showcase. Like
I mean, Sika and what's the other one?
Alpha.
They actually made their debut in this game.
Wow, I did not know that.
This is their first WWE game. Oh, 2K game.
Well, it's still a big deal. Still a big deal. All right, let's continue on. Oh man, that is underground.
Underground, and something cool is you could throw them straight into the ring post and they will go flying out the ring.
Wow.
And then the Bloodline rules, pretty much extreme rules, but the thing is there are different features. And the thing about underground, tactical knockout, or submission only.
Just like the NXT Underground.
But a match that I really wish they added is Fight Pit.
They haven't added that yet?
No, it is the closest thing we have is a steel cage with knockout submissions on. There's no Fight Pit, which I really hope they eventually like added like a patch for the next game, because I know it was Matt Riddle's match and he's not here anymore, but it was still everyone wants it.
But it's still a match. It's still a match type. You should make available.
It's like multiple, not just me, multiple of my friends and multiple people online said they actually want Fight Pit added.
I mean, I believe it. I think it'd be intriguing. But yeah, bringing the underground in, that's intriguing to me.
With
too.
no ropes as well.
I know,
and what I also want to point out is you can create arenas yourself. I want to see if you can make an arena with no ropes.
Wasn't that with Underground Arena though? Not kind of like that.
Yes, but I want to see if you can make your own custom arena with the no ropes.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because I want to maybe people can make like a UFC kind of a thing. Because if you're into that, you know what? Go for it. Oh God, oh my God.
That's a freeze frame.
Oh
That
God.
is a freeze frame and a half right there. I didn't do that on purpose.
Wait, who's that? Is that Tonga?
I believe that is at the Tongans on
I guess Roman's telling him it's time to stop.
Wow, I did not even do that intentionally.
Oh my God.
Like that's a great freeze frame. I might be the freeze frame up for this episode. Holy crap!
Please
that's
make that the
amazing.
freeze frame. That was beautiful.
Oh my God! All right, what's up, mute? We continue on. Wow.
Ooh, that German off the ring is amazing. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, we'll go back to it. Let's see if I can find it here.
Oh, look at that. The live freeze frame was so like it looks so realistic.
The graphics are ridiculous. Like these graphics are absolutely fucking crazy.
Watch this though.
Man.
Oh,
damn!
God damn!
This is like me watching freaking but I play football. We used to go through the tape and we were reacting to hits.
Oh.
Like, oh,
whoa! What? Oh, what does it say?
It says like
Unity.
Yes, it looks like WWE Rise Unity, where you can make your own personality and your own journey.
Fuck.
You don't know about this? Did you not know about this at all? Bless you. Did you not know about this?
I haven't seen the My Rise yet. I've seen like the gameplay footage, but not the actual My Rise.
Well, there you go.
Oh my God, that looks so good. Oh God, what the hell just happened? Chain wrestling.
Okay, I explained the big deal. I thought there was always chain wrestling in games. Like, what's the big deal here?
In 2K20, they stopped chain wrestling, and what chain wrestling was like a lockup, headlock, and everything. The problem is they took it out officially. You couldn't do a lockup. The closest thing you had is like just two people grabbing each other and making it look like that. And with the move edits and everything, move edit is like where you take one move, cut it off, and like I've shown you the move edits of that.
Yeah, but explain it to people watching.
A move edit is you take one move, you cut it off at a certain point, and you add a different move onto it, and you can do that over and over again to get like a whole sequence. But with chain wrestling, you won't have to do that. And move edits are still a thing, but you don't have to move edit chain wrestling. The thing about chain wrestling, why it was so good, is it made the match so realistic, and it can happen at any time, and you can also plan it, like for like who simulate matches and like actually make matches like WWE YouTubers. I'm gonna call them out real quick. BDE, Aaron Matthews, Phoenix Nitro, they all did wrestling showcases in My Universe modes where they actually played the character and like make it like a story, and they use chain wrestling perfectly to make it look like a legit realistic match. And the thing why is it so important is people loved it, and it made the match so fun and realistic. And it just made it. I'm repeating myself, but
you're fine.
It's making it so realistic and fun, and that you know what to do. And I'm trying to think of the words. And it just the thing was you can also get the advantage or the disadvantage depending if you can get it right or not. But this one, they made it brand new. They added new mechanics and new animations with it.
All right. I see Jesse Carr, by the way, there. Jesse Carr.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. So, all right. Let's continue.
People absolutely missed it. The last game we had, it was a 2K20, and you all know what 2K20 was.
A long time ago, too, yeah.
You ain't got no
Oh, GM.
Why is that? Is that Xavier Woods is the GM of NXT?
Yep.
What is that? How is that a thing?
You could choose, I think, if top of my head, Ted DiBiase, Mick Foley, Xavier Woods, Tyra Breeze, William Regal, Stephanie.
Teddy Long there anywhere?
No. Yes. And Eric Bischoff.
Right.
And you could choose from NXT, NXT 2.0, SmackDown, Raw, and ECW.
Wow.
The only problem with ECW is there's no women's division.
Well, of course there's not, but there's really any woman in the ECW. So.
But with this, what we had to do originally, me and my friends had to share play, and we play off of one person's game. But this one, we can all play at the exact same time on our own game online. This is the first time they did that, and it's so amazing that they're doing so many, like, adding so many, like,
details?
new features and details to this game.
It's almost like they're listening to people but play the game.
They're listening. That's what we need. That's what we need, 2K. Whoa.
That Ava's in there. I see Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, Shawn
Paul
Michaels.
Heyman,
You can see the graphic right here of everybody on there.
Sean.
I see Miss Elizabeth on there, and I see Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, I was about to say
Armando Estrada,
Punk.
CM Punk. Wow.
And
They updated this.
and Ava.
I said that.
Oh, and Nick Aldis.
Yeah, interesting. They updated the whole thing.
Who the hell is the one with the white hat? Looking like Michael Jackson.
That is Armando and Alejandro Estrada.
Bless you.
That's Umaga's manager.
Ow!
Remember Umaga?
Yes,
His
I do.
manager. That's his manager.
Oh.
He was on ECW GM for a little while.
Is that Miss Elizabeth in
Yes.
China?
I don't believe that's China. That was Miss Elizabeth for sure. Oh, Sherry.
Oh.
Sherry.
And then Eric Bischoff. They added.
They added a lot of heat with
God.
William Regal, too. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
God.
Is that a way to get to the next screen? There you go. That way to get to the next screen.
That was beautiful.
Okay. We have a lot of. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Punk looks amazing.
This looks so good. And they updated the SmackDown arena, too.
Jeez, this looks like the screen we actually have on TV, too. Like,
Oh, my God. That was a
ironically, that is the most unrealistic sight we're gonna ever see. A Punk in the air, climbing off a ladder, and I'm going to make a ladder. That is the most unrealistic clip out of all of them, right here.
I mean, it's 2K.
I know,
Whatever you
but
think of.
But it's the most unrealistic thing ever right now. Like right here.
I'm just gonna say because of how old he is, that's never gonna happen.
No, absolutely not.
That's never gonna happen.
That's hysterical.
That's beautiful.
Well, that's fun. Okay, let's just turn this out like up here. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
We got match types.
Gauntlet.
Okay. Gauntlet Eliminator too.
Wait, is this for GM still?
Yeah. So there was also
normal tables, false.
Gauntlet. Hit the wrong button. Sorry, hit the wrong button. Move back to it. Sorry about that. Trying to get to the point where.
Oh, perfect,
there it
perfect,
is.
perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. So there was
one-on-one
tag team triple threat fatal four-way. And then there's the actual match type, which I accidentally hit the wrong button. Hang on a second.
It's finicky.
No, problem is I'm not used to stopping and
Whoa.
pausing it like this.
Normal tables, false game, extreme rules, TLC, Gauntlet. That's new. Gauntlet Eliminator, backstage brawl, steel cage, and Hell in a Cell.
Is it called Eliminator again to do the Royal Rumble?
Yes, just without throwing over the top rope.
So, we're like, it's like the TNA version of the Rumble.
And then for Gauntlet, it's one after another.
I know,
after another.
Gauntlet match. We know Gauntlet match. We've had Stars started it. We've had Stars from Gauntlet matches.
Fun fact, I tried playing the Gauntlet match, from number 1 all the way to number 30. I got the number 21 and my game crashed.
Wonderful.
And that's my best I've ever done.
2K24. Just clarify that.
2K24, and I have it. I recorded it I streamed it, and it's on my YouTube channel. And I was so pissed off that the game crashed, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Is it still over there, or did you delete it?
No, it's still up there. I just haven't got a chance to redo it
That's funny.
because it was no mic. But if I was mic'd up, all you hear is "motherfucker." Oh my, that looks so good.
Maybe, oh my God, Blair Davenport's in the game. She no longer works here, but she's in the game.
One of these pings is not like the other.
I know, like it goes right back to our thing earlier with the releases. Like bad timing. So there you go.
Ooh.
It's on release list from earlier. Oh shit, bad timing. Sorry, at the point I just realized that as we were going through here. So
Don't forget to unmute it.
I'm not. I didn't even have it muted yet because we were still looking at the screen. So.
That's a screenshot. Whoa!
Oh, Eric Rowan, and Alexis King.
Oh, and look up top, Sean Spears.
Oh, it is. What do you know? See Sammy over there too.
Sammy. Wow, that's a match in the opener. Look at that.
Jesus Christ, that's not Extreme Rules, by the way. It says too.
Punk and Sean Spears.
That's Shayna Baszler as self promo.
Yep,
that's funny.
That's hilarious. My faction.
Whoa. Damn.
That is
a good shot.
That is young Rhea Ripley. Wow.
What is this? What is this?
My faction is one of the most controversial things right now in the 2K community.
Why is that?
People think it's stupid. People think it's fun. But the problem is there's persona cards. And to unlock them, you have to play my faction. But the problem is they're limited time. Most of the time, they're limited time or too difficult to get for the modern player.
Okay.
I don't really like my faction personally, but my friends do. And they get cards that I want, but they're too difficult to acquire unless you spend time and some money. And I'm refusing to spend money on my faction.
Fair enough.
And the problem is, I have cards that are persona cards that some people don't, some people do. But the thing is, all they do is just give you another an outfit for the for a character, or in this case, old Rhea or old Sheamus, or old Cody Rhodes, and like
I always
Dominic.
see these advertised during Raw and SmackDown, so I didn't realize it was that side of it. Was like you got to pay for them and everything. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you do. Oh no, what you the cards for SmackDown? I think those are legit cards. I can realize.
Oh no, I'm talking about like in the video game.
Yeah.
The video game. I'm talking about that.
Yeah, this is one of the most controversial things in the 2K community right now.
And they brought it back. So
Well, it's been in the game since 22.
okay, well, there you go. All right, let's continue on. What is World Tour?
I actually do not know.
Okay, let's press play and find out.
Wow, that's a team up.
Into a whole new world. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
my.
The actual island relevancy. Wow.
Oh my god.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Remember the Scooby Doo WWE movie? Where
Yeah.
you went to WWE land and we walked around. This feels like.
You know what? There's also I'm gonna make a comparison that most people would know. NBA 2K. They
Okay.
have I don't know what it is because I don't play it, but it's like a place where you can bring your character that you created and walk around with other people. I don't actually know what it's called. I think it's like My Park, whatever. I don't come at me, please.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Continue.
But you can walk around with your character. If this is the same thing, you can walk around with your custom character and start matches. And
Yeah, it is called My Park. There you
My
go.
Park.
There you
Okay.
go.
I was going to say, please don't
I
come
looked
at
it
me.
up. I looked it up. I'm
But
fact checking you. Continue.
if this is like that, you could walk around with your car, talk to people, start matches, and this is going to be amazing.
Oh, by the way,
Hmm.
the island is only available on PlayStation 5, so good thing you upgraded.
Yes, I did.
It's right there on the screen.
Thank God I upgraded. And I'm getting the PS5 version.
So, wow. There's the 3 versions of the game.
The standard, the Dead Man version, and the Bloodline version.
That's the Bloodline cover is insane. Like that's
It's
absolutely fucking crazy.
and the oh wait, they missed a important member of the Bloodline, Sami Zayn. Oh, they got Paul Heyman in there. Why
Paul
can't
Heyman's also the wise man. So like,
and the Wyatt Six,
right there at the end.
and you get them if you pre-order.
Okay.
And by the way, for the Bloodline version or the Dead Man version, you can play the game 7 days early
On pre-order.
on pre-order instead of 3 days early,
Okay.
like they used to. And then the standard, you get it the day it comes out.
Okay. That works.
I
That works.
cannot wait for this to come
I
out.
believe this is the end of it. If I believe that was it. Yeah, I'm very sure. I'm very sure. Like,
You ain't got no backbone.
Wow.
and that is the trailer for WWE
That was
2K25.
amazing.
I mean, the thoughts. But actually, that was our main thing today. So,
Shit. I just can't wait for this game to come out officially.
say, what was the release date officially?
Huh?
What was the release date officially? I wasn't looking at the screen. I wasn't looking at the screen. So,
Am I going back?
yeah, and I'm putting it back up on my screen here. Hang on. I didn't want to actually play it again, but there we go. Let me bring the screen back up here.
March
14th.
14th.
And it is the February 9th as we're recording this. So
We
just
got-
over
we-
a month away.
We got some time.
Just over a month away. And this guy will pick up his 2K25 and he'll report on it here when we get there. So there you go. That's something to look forward to.
Yep.
So, and I think we were going to get out of here a little early today because that's really our main thing. I wanted to go through the game thing, and we're going to have a bunch of long shows probably in the next few weeks because of guests and everything. So we might as well get out of here a little early.
I'm
today.
just going to say this right now. For anyone who popped in and is excited for this game, go have fun with it. It is going to be one of the best 2K games they've had since 19. 2K19 was the last game people said was the best game.
There you go.
It was 2K14, 2K19, and so help me God, if this becomes another 2K20, I'm going to be incredibly pissed with everyone else. I saw something, and my friend messaged me on that showed me on Twitter. He sent me a screenshot from on Discord that was from his Twitter. He said, someone said, "We will riot," and this had over 500 upvotes or whatever it is. 500 people agreed with this person. We will riot if 2K25 becomes the next 2K20.
I guarantee you they're not going to let that happen. So
Yeah.
I'm going to guarantee it. All right, real quick before we get out of here.
Just one more thing.
Go for
For
it.
the love of God, fix.
For the love of God, drop your phone and become a blooper later.
For the love of God.
For the love of God. Hold on to your... Oh, you're still on. Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. I thought I closed it.
No, you did, but it was funny.
Anyways, okay.
Blooper reel right there.
Anyways, 2K, fix your online servers because they are the shittiest thing you've ever done. The game is perfect. Fix the servers. Fix the servers. They are dog shit. Everyone agrees.
Okay.
Fix the servers. So what's gonna happen is Logan Paul is gonna fucking die.
We went through this last year.
AJ Styles is gonna fucking beat the shit out of him. Put him through I don't even know. Put him through glass. I don't give a fuck. Put him in the goddamn barbed wire. I do not care what you do. Just make sure this man never walks again. Never steps in a ring again. Never does anything again. Kill him, please.
Taste of a new generation. Logan Paul's gonna win.
Get out.
What the hell?
You know what?
Stop killing Kurt. Wait a minute. So Kurt's been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Kevin Owens is gonna pull out the mask.
It'll be intriguing. I'm intrigued by that.
He's gonna pull out the mask of Sami Zayn's long lost best friend El Generico.
Oh my God!
I would pop for it. I'd pop for it.
No. You know what they're gonna do? Kevin's on the ground kneeling. Sammy has a chair about to hit him. Kevin Owens pulls out the mask.
Is it a bag instead of thumbtacks? It's a mask.
It's just a mask. But the mask is duct tape. The eyes are duct. No. The eyes are duct tape shut. He dumps it over its thumbtacks.
I love it.
The mask is the bag.
Ooh, I love that.
But he holds it down so you don't see anything, and then he gives it to Sammy. Either
and he pours it on his head.
No. He gives it to Sammy. Either stunner him or package Roger him, dumps him, and then throws him on top of it.
Oh, I got a better one.
Oh my God, his ass will go on that.
He puts it on the ring post and he slams Sammy into it.
Christ.
Oh my God!
No, you know what? No, we're going crazy. Put it on the ring steps. Package power driver on the ring steps.
Anyway, what? I have a bunch of clips from the Jericho Cruise. But before we do that, I have a picture that is going to blow some people's minds. There's this curry man with Christopher Daniels.
Because why not?
No. There's a reason for this picture to exist.
Wait.
Thank you, Dad. You just clicked it. You just clicked.
I got it.
So,
I got it.
For those who don't know, TNA Wrestling, way back in the day, Christopher Daniels was Curryman.
Yes.
Curryman was part of that weird faction with Shark Boy and Super Eric and all that weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
And so Curryman was Christopher Daniels. I have zero clue Christopher Curryman is in this picture. No idea who this is. No idea who this is. I didn't know it was funny. And Curryman posted Christopher Daniels. I thought that was hilarious.
Could it actually be Chris Jericho in the costume?
No, because Jericho was actually doing other things in the same match.
Oh, got it.
During a match. And
all right.
Daniels. So
I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's R-Truth.
It's not R-Truth.
No, it's not R-Truth.
It would make sense if R-Truth wasn't at the Rumble.
Ooh, could be Frankie Kazarian.
Maybe that's the least worth it. That's the least reasonable answer. So, all right. So let's actually get to some fun stuff. I have a list in front of me just so I know what's going on here. On my notes here, the first note I have notes in front of me. The first clip, literally, I have written down is Ricochet and Wig.
And what?
a wig.
Oh God.
Because you know how Ricochet has been getting bald chants lately. I don't understand why, but he's been getting bald chants lately.
Well, did you see the little image that says instead of Ricochet's all elite is Ricochet all bald?
Well, here's wig Ricochet.
That's beautiful. Why is it okay?
Actually,
he doesn't look half bad with hair, and it actually looked like real legit hair.
That was funny to me. I thought that was hilarious. That's not even the funniest clip we're gonna play. Next up, I call this the Osprey section. I call this the Will Osprey section.
Oh God.
I'm breaking all kinds of rules, by the way, on the audio side because a lot of this is video. So I suggest you go watch our show on the video side on all on our social media. This is the first one. This is just literally I just wrote down in my notes. It says Osprey dance. Christian, your thoughts? I broke Krista with that clip. I broke him with that one.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait, I have more.
But wait, there's more.
That's what I wrote down as Osprey chop. A fan asked for a chop from Osprey in a pool. Not a joke because they're in a pool. I love the person, by the way, in the background. Aim for the sunburn. Aim for the sunburn.
oh my lord.
Oh my God. Although I like to think all the people that put this up on Instagram and on TikTok.
Dumb ways to die.
That was amazing. But I like to think everybody to put these clips up on Instagram and on TikTok, by the way.
Wow.
One more Osprey clip. This says Osprey singing.
Oh no.
Here we go.
So good, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. She took the midnight train going
Kristen, your thoughts?
I actually already seen this. Beautiful singing.
I want to know what the fuck goes on in the Jericho Cruise because that's not the only singing clip that I have.
The problem was when Osprey was singing, it was the crowd. That's what ruined it. The Osprey singing was beautiful. It was the crowd that ruined it.
That's not even the only singing clip I have.
What's with the side?
Dad, any thoughts?
Well, I don't think you'd get the golden ticket if you did American Idol.
Fair enough.
How dare you?
All right, let's move on to Harley Cameron. Your mother's new obsession. She can legitimately sing. I didn't play it on here. I do have a picture for doing ventriloquism on Dynamite and Collision recently. She's an extremely talented person that she is. We'll get into that next week on Sunday's show because the Mercedes Monet dummy might be one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. But we'll get to that on Sunday's show. Anyway, here is one of two clips of Harley Cameron with the crowd. So they did a Harley Cameron concert apparently at this thing.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh wait, just wait, because here's Harley with Ozzy on stage.
Oh God.
And oddly enough, Jericho is the worst singer of this clip.
Oh no, he's
jealous, just like looking like a clown. I give you every night and day. You move my heart, you took my pride away. I hate myself for loving you. Too much grief for the things that you do. I want
Thoughts, gentlemen?
First off, what the fuck were they singing?
I Hate Myself for Loving You by Joan Jett.
And second off, actually no, 3 things. Second off, Chris Jericho fell the fuck off when it came to singing.
What was that? I that's bad. Like that was bad,
was
right?
horrible.
That was really bad, wasn't it? Like,
and number 3, that was something.
I'm starting to understand everyone loved Harley Cameron though. I'm starting to love it.
I just gotta say,
You know,
the Chris Jericho.
here's the thing. I think Harley Cameron should now be a permanent member of Fozzy.
She is such a good singer.
Replace Jericho.
Like she is such a good singer. Like it's surprised the hell out of me how good of a singer she is. Okay, I have a little trivia question. Because Christian, I don't think Christian knows this. Maybe he does. Maybe Dad knows this. What was the original? What was Chris Jericho's original when Fozzy was not a real band and it was just a gimmick on WWE programming before he turned into a real band? What was his stage name?
Oh my god!
Did either one of you know this answer?
I can't. I don't remember.
Do you have a clue? Do you have a clue? He's thinking. I'm giving him a minute before to think. I'll tell you guys. I don't know why I randomly remembered this, but I remembered this just now.
The Ocho?
Moon Juice McQueen.
What the fuck?
What?
I am not even joking. And the reason I remember that is because he was on the Opie and Anthony show, and they refused to call him that.
Wait, did you say Moon
Juice McQueen?
What is
Moon
it?
Juice McQueen.
Drunk cousin?
I was gonna say, do you come up with that name sober or drunk?
Pre-car, like I said, he was on the Opie and Anthony show in the early 2000s here with this. So
Oh my god, Moon Juice McQueen.
So like,
Wait, so his name wasn't Chris Jericho?
so Chris Jericho was his wrestling name. Moon Juice McQueen was his stage name before Fozzy became a real band.
Wait, what's
Moon
his
Juice
real name? Like legit name?
Irene. I know his father was a
Irving?
Ranger.
Yeah, Irving.
Is his legit name Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
His
Yes.
father was a New York Ranger, legitimately.
Moon Juice McQueen sounds like a character of a Cars movie.
It just sounds like a Pornhub. It just sounds like a porn name.
All right,
Oh
speaking of Jericho, let's get to the last match on the last day of the cruise.
Oh, I was about to say, please do not show another singing clip.
No. This is the crowd has some fun with this one.
Oh god.
This is the last match of the last day of the cruise. There's 3 clips. The only one of them is Jericho. But I just wanted to share this because this is 2 Jericho outfits. And the crowd is into this for some reason.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Hello?
On the audio side, he came out wearing a Norwegian colored outfit that they're offered in Norwegian seas. Understandable. That actually makes sense to me. The crowd starts for some reason. I have no idea what I need no context for the taco cat chant that Big Bill was very confused by. And then Jericho takes off the Norwegian outfit and with help from Aubrey Edwards reveals a onesie with tacos and cats on it. I swear to God, that is a thing that happened.
Oh, fuck, that hurt my
I had to watch it twice, and I thought I was seeing things.
That is
And Jericho put the video up himself. This is from Jericho himself. So it's not like I sold this video or anything.
This is absolutely beautiful.
So, next clip. This is the one I'm actually looking forward to playing. This is a legitimate clip of a moment that a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time to happen again. And a matter of fact, I always see clips of these 2 all over my TikTok algorithm for some reason. I don't know why. People still love them to this day. This happened at the Jericho Cruise. By the way, the Jericho Cruise, the match was Jericho and Big Bill, and I don't remember who else, against MMX Collection and the Grizzled Young Veterans. Well, Big Bill needed the partner. Please tell me you see where this is going.
Wait.
I'm going to press the button.
My name is and I am a certified G and a bona fide star, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Bill, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Realest guys in the room, how you doing? only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-A-W-X-E,
Oh my god, I never thought I would hear that ever again.
The number of clips I have seen of that moment from this cruise on all my social media channels has been insane. From different camera angles and different things. Everybody put that clip up. Enzo and Kaz back together, or Real One and Big Bill, whatever we're calling them today. I love the fact that because they can't say their actual, he can't say Enzo Mori because it's so much WWE. He had the crowd do it. I thought that was amazing. That was so much fun.
That was oh my, that was fun.
Dad, your thoughts?
That brought back some memories. Oh my
god,
Lord.
that was so much fun to listen to.
If outside of the camera, he was going off. And
I love it. I love that whole thing. I loved them. Like I absolutely loved Enzo and Big Kaz. Like, they were one of my favorite tag teams at the time. Like I love them so much.
I'm surprised they didn't win the titles.
They would. Okay, so true story here. Apparently, WrestleMania 24. There was 34. WrestleMania 34. They were supposed to win the titles, and then they got the Hardys back. They get the belts after they get the Hardys. So that was supposed to. Then they didn't win the titles. So, wow, that was cool.
My understanding is that both Enzo and Big Bill had some demons that they had to work out.
Enzo, especially
and
a lot of problems. And a lot of
Big Bill got his resolved before Enzo did.
Yeah, Enzo had a lot of problems. I'm not going to get them on the air, but they had a lot of problems.
Yep. Yeah.
But a lot of legend, but still had problems.
At least it was alleged. So
yeah. But anyway, so this is a weird match. Jericho put a lot of clips of this. I'm not going to play all of them because he put like a 12-minute montage up this match. But that was the match. And during this match, they had a surprise appearance by Curryman, Juice's Thunder Liger. What? And this.
What?
It's Tony Storm. I love the fact that she beat up everybody. Like I think that's hysterical
for no reason. Just show up.
So funny. So funny. Luther, by the way, came out and they had wine and everything after that.
And that's how you get timeless Tony Storm on the Jericho
cruise.
So
there you go. Any other thoughts on the Jericho cruise before we move on?
Yep.
And one more clip dropped into my lap.
Oh no.
In the last week. From On the Boat Karaoke. I'm gonna say this ship is having a fucking block. But this is I want to see your reaction. We did not send this to you. You're about to send this to me. I have not sent this to you. This is from On the Boat Karaoke.
Stage and dance for me, people. What's going on, guys? Gonna do some music. I love a bit of boy bands, me. I know the dance routine as well. Bye, bye, bye. Hey, 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 hey.
What a great
I'm doing this tonight. Probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, baby, come on. I love you endlessly, and you were there for me. So now it's time to leave and make it alone. I know that I can take no more. It ain't no lie. I wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. I don't wanna be fulfilled.
That is spot on.
That goes off for another 2 minutes.
Okay.
That goes off for another 2
Okay.
minutes.
You gotta give him credit. That was spot on.
That was dead on. Like I was watching it, Mandy, your mother. It's like she's looking at me like, If he does the dance, I'm done. And then he starts doing the dance accurately, so accurately.
So I was expecting I don't even know what I was expecting.
That was amazing.
That was beautiful.
All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that trip down memory lane for the last 4 months, and we'll do it again in a few months' time. So we're going to close the show off with another song that I heard on TikTok by an artist that I don't mind and I like. This is Leah Kate, Just Because. We're going to close out the show with this. So I guess I got to do the plug by myself here. So a bit of a plug. First of all, go find Christian over at Dylan and Rally on YouTube. He's streaming gaming all the time between Marvel Rivals and WWE 5. Go find him right here in the information right here in the bottom of the screen. That's Dylan Zane 67 on YouTube. Us, find us on all the platforms. Follow us on Facebook and on Substack. Comment and leave a rating and review over on YouTube, iTunes, and on Apple Podcasts and any other platform you hear us on. Please rate, review, like it, especially here on YouTube. Get it in the algorithm. We have more people to hear us. We're having a lot of fun over here. And we need more people to hear us. So share it with your friends, share it with your wrestling fans, or just share it on social media. And then tag us and let us know where you are. And you can tag us at Generation Evolution on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and on TikTok. Let our people know what we're doing here because we're having so much fun. And this is a good primer episode to know what we're up to. Even this episode. And say, this is what the show does. We're having a lot of fun over here. So, till then, till Sunday, remember that I put a graphic up here. It's saying what we're doing on Sunday. I don't have a steady graphic up here yet because, well, I'm recording it about a week ahead of time. So, what I will say is join us on Sunday for the May 4th episode of this show. May the 4th be with you, of course. And come on, you expect some kind of Star Wars thing on Sunday, if you know me. And till then, on this very, very special episode, I'm Blake, and you've been inside the Generation Evolution. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.